Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Comic Book Users. Welcome to another episode of Inside the Cover. We're steamrolling ahead through the Korvac saga of the Avengers. This is part 8, issue number 175 from 1978, From Whence Came the Enemy. So last we met, of course, the full onslaught, the full Avengers lineup back together again. The Collector has been zapped by Korvac. The Collector is turned to dust no more. That is where we begin here. Jim Shooter, plotter, editor-in-chief. D. Michelini, scripter. D. Wenzel, pencils. P. Marcos, inker. D. Wall, letters. P. Rash, colors. And R. Stern, editor. Of course, there's so many people working on this book, they can't even put all the full names there. But yeah, Dave Wenzel and Pablo Marcos did the artwork here. Very cool. So here you have all of the Avengers now out of the Collector's cases. Of course, sans the Beast. We talked about that on the last episode. They show the Beast on the cover of the last issue, issue number 174, but yet he was never even part of this whole thing. He was not collected by the Collector. He's off doing something else. So, of course, he's not there. And then who we have here? We've got Captain America, Thor, Hercules, Quicksilver, Jocasta, Iron Man, Vision, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther, Wonder Man, Moon Dragon, Wasp, Yellow Jacket, I think I said them already, Two Gun Kid, Captain Marvel, Hawkeye, and what appears to be one extra, Black Widow, that's right. So there you go, they're all there, right? Wondering what happened. Collector has been turned to dust. All right, and of course, now they're trying to figure out what their next plan of attack is. So they're looking at all the computers that he has in this little ship, trying to figure out what they should do. And of course, Iron Man figures out that part of what's going on here is that the Collector had a time machine. And he figures out that the reason why Thor has been kind of like coming and going so infrequently and always seems to show up when something's going on, and then he has no memory of what happened the last time he was with the Avengers, is because the Collector, he says it here, he goes, that's right, gentlemen, the mechanism is a temporal transfer device, a time machine, and by studying the functional playback tapes, I found the solution to at least one mystery that's been plaguing us. As you all know, about a month ago, Thor took a leave of absence to pursue his Odin quest, and so we were as much surprised and relieved when he showed up to battle the likes of Ultron and Count Nefaria, a surprise that grew when he kept disappearing after each menace was defeated, only to return days ago denying knowledge of any of those occurrences, and I know now why. So, why, you may ask? According to the tapes, the Collector wanted the Avengers intact, so he plucked Thor out of time and space to help us, and then he sent him back with all memory of such incidents erased. So Thor was going back and forth in time, and that's why he didn't remember everything. So now that the Two Gun Kid found out that they had a time machine, he's like, this has been great, guys, but can you send me back to my own time? So they send Two Gun Kid back to the Wild Wild West a couple hundred years ago, and then we go back, and now they use the time machine to send everybody back down to Earth. But of course, not everybody's going to one place. So you see Wonder Man, Scarlet Witch, everybody's just kind of popping out of the sky and just falling all over creation. And Captain Marvel swoops in to save Wanda. All right, there you got Hawkeye there. Then we go to the home of Michael, otherwise known as Korvac. Right, he is there with Karina, and they have a discussion of, she doesn't know why, but she fully understands that she basically betrayed her father, who was the Collector. She was supposed to betray Korvac, right? She's fallen in love with this guy, Michael. She betrayed her father. He's now dead, and I'm not sure what I feel. To protect your dreams, I betrayed my father and let you kill him. I should hate you, but if I had to do it again, I would do it. I don't even know why. And then they embrace, kiss. You know what happens after that, right? For all you adult readers. Because, of course, we go into the next scene. Oh, there's something going on there, right? Woo-hoo. So then we go, again, a little history there. Back in time, Korvac's thinking of when he was the kind of like this complex, basically living computer. Korvac battling the Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor. So we do these little kind of flashbacks a lot. How he became who he is now. How he met up with Karina, right? All this sort of stuff. So a little bit of history here. Then we go back to Avengers headquarters, and they're all talking about, what are they going to do to defeat this menace? And of course, they start bickering with each other, right? So they're Quicksilver is bickering with Black Panther, and Iron Man stepping in because, of course, he's the leader. Then Ms. Marvel flies in. She's got some information she may be able to help. And then, of course, Hawkeye, in typical Hawkeye fashion, geez, what is this, a superhero convention? What do we need Blondie for? And then Moondragon steps in and goes, I sense this woman is greatly gifted archer, and it should be obvious even to you that she will be more useful than a few spindly arrows backed with hot air. And Iron Man says, Moondragon's a bit blunt, but she does have a point. She, Marvel, Ms. Marvel, and myself, with our combined psychic and electronic resources, will stand the best chance of locating the enemy. The others had better get some rest. I have a feeling you'll need it when we find him. And then Jocasta comes in and says, excuse me, Iron Man, but I wonder if I might be of some help. My cybernetic senses are quite advanced. And then Quicksilver chimes back in. Really? What is this organization coming to? Are we going to start taking advice from a walking machine? Why, she isn't even alive. And then Moondragon steps in again, the voice of reason here. Take care, Speedster. Eternity is vast, and its definitions of life are many. Thus you would do well to tender your choice of terms with a bit more kindness. And then Vision steps in. He goes, Moondragon is correct, Quicksilver. Just because Jocasta does not conform to your limited standards is no reason to consider her any less worthwhile a being. Which he responds, yes, you would defend her. Marrying my sister didn't make you any more human than a digital watch. Bring Wanda into this conversation, mutant, and you'll see that an android's wrath far exceeds human. Then Iron Man steps, this is great. Iron Man steps in, all right, cut it out. The days when Avengers punched each other out at the drop of a cowl are over. We're a team now, and we're going to act like one. Very well, Iron Man, you win, says Quicksilver. But now you and that polystyrene puppet haven't heard the last of this. Pietro, what? Says his sister, and he zooms out of there. So this whole page, these 2-page spread is worth the price of admission here. Just seeing all this talent, all these heroes gathered together and really just bickering, just because they're all so upset that they really don't know how to get out of this situation. So then you see Iron Man's Tony Stark in solitude there, wondering, geez, what have I got myself involved with? Not only we got to deal with this menace of, Korvac, the enemy, but am I going to be able to keep this team together? We're like bursting at the seams. So then as they're all kind of hanging out, you got Wonder Man trying to put the moves on Ms. Marvel, right, showing her how strong he is. So he basically lifts up this giant weight thing that I guess you can change the weight density, depending on who the hero is who's looking to work out. So it's set at Thor strength. Ms. Marvel can't move it. He barely picks it up, and then, of course, he can't set it down. He goes, I guess I'm not quite up to Thor level, right? So Iron Man comes in, hits the little controls on it. He puts it down. They're like, geez, why didn't he yell at us? We probably shouldn't be messing around with this stuff, right? So then he goes in to talk to Jarvis. Jarvis tells him that all of their intel and all that stuff, the tech has been taken away by S.H.I.E.L.D. and the government. And he's like, now of all times, we got to track down this guy, whatever. Then you see where the Guardians are hanging out, Guardians of the Galaxy. And they tell Starhawk that he really needs to go to Avengers Mansion. They really need his help. But, of course, he has been... Korvac has taken all of his memory of all of the knowledge that he would have or be able to find on Korvac away from him. So that's why he's kind of like, there's no immediate menace. There's no immediate menace. We need to find him, but it's nowhere around. So he's been working that whole thing. And then basically Michael says below, I'll read you the passage here. He goes, is something wrong? Says Karina. He goes, no, Karina, the Avengers have merely contacted Starhawk, unaware that his senses can no longer perceive me. If they listen to him, they'll never find me, and let us hope that such is the case, for I hold no enmity towards the Avengers, and it would be a pity indeed to have to destroy them. So stay tuned next for what is called The Hunt. And while you're at it, get your free booklet so you can kind of, look like this. And then on the back, gliders. Woohoo! Super pilots only fly tester glides. So there you have it. Issue number 175, part 8 of the Korvac saga. Only 2 to go. We'll bring you those over the next couple of days so we can finish up this great long Avengers saga and move on to all sorts of other stuff here on Comic Book Users. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. We've got, Wild Bill and myself are getting together over the weekend, so we'll have a whole bunch more videos for you of the Dynamite duo. I'm also looking to see if I can get Kirk on in episode 2 coming up. So plenty coming here on Comic Book Users as always. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your subs and all your comments. We like the fact that we're getting a lot more comments these days, so that's really, really good. So thanks, everybody. I am Pete Pardo. We'll see you soon here on Comic Book Geezers. Take care. Bye-bye.